Morning guys, I want to tell you in this really short video how you can benefit from watching MAFS. If you don't know what MAFS is, it's Married at First Sight. So I'm Marie-Louise and I'm a dating coach, and how I help you is to make your dating life simple. I can help you to figure out what's holding you back, how to break patterns, and how to make really difficult issues, dating dilemmas, really simple. I can do that for you. But today let's talk about how you can benefit from MAFS. So it's a TV show that puts people together who wouldn't usually meet, and it's supposed to be about putting them together so that they can fall in love. But we all know that it's actually an experiment, and the TV show is very clear about that. They do talk about it being an experiment all the time. The people who are on the show, the experts, the 3 dating experts, and they actually do refer to it as an experiment quite a lot, if you're listening. So some of us get caught up in the love of it and how we want the people to fall in love, and of course we want the people to fall in love. But last night's episode really highlighted to me that it is an absolute experiment. So we had 2 new couples go in, even though we're quite close to the end of the series, you would think. But these 2 couples just got married last night. And what the experts were saying when they were pairing them up is that this personality and this personality, they're very different. But we want this one to learn from the other one. So this one's really hard, and we want them to soften up because the other one's very sensitive, very emotional, and we want that one to have an impact on the first one. So we had Susie and Billy, and Billy is very emotional. A product of a single parent family, and the woman he's married is a single parent herself. So the judges, I keep calling that, the experts want their personalities to mesh in such a way that they will benefit each other and they will help each other. We've seen that before with several of the other couples. People like Melissa and Dino. Dino is very spiritual, quite hippie. She's a yoga instructor. He's also a stripper, let's remember. And Mel is like frenzied and frantic and quite loose-spirited, but also, a bit. She's got mayhem. Her life is mayhem. Her brain, you can see that she's just all over the place. And they wanted those 2 to help each other out. Now, the thing is that those people don't know that that's why they're being put together. So they don't know that, okay, what's driving me crazy about you is actually put in front of me to benefit me. And I'm supposed to be learning from that. They just don't get that. They go into the show thinking that they're going to be matched up with somebody admittedly that they wouldn't usually meet. They're all pretty clear on that. But they think that they're also going to be matched with their perfect match, and that's not the case. So we're getting to watch all of this and we're getting to benefit from it. Now, how is it benefiting you? How can you make it benefit you? You can, because in your dating life, you can choose somebody who you wouldn't usually date. So when you're doing online dating, or when you're out and about, or when somebody says, oh, I've got my friend so-and-so, and they'd be perfect for you, which admittedly doesn't happen quite enough. But when you hear that, if you ask them questions and they say, oh, they do this, and you're like, oh, that's not me at all. Oh, they also do this and they're into that, and you're like, what are you thinking? Why are you trying to set me up with this person? This is your opportunity to try something new. And the way you have an advantage over the people in the show is that you already know those things about that person. So if you've been thinking, oh look, I'm pretty introverted and I kind of think I need somebody who'll take me out of my shell a little bit, then when somebody says, I've got this guy and he's really social and friendly and loves to go out and do things, and he's all about trying new things, you might go, okay, maybe I need a bit of that in my life. Maybe I do. So maybe you'll actually say yes, and that's what you should do. And hey guys, make sure you give me a thumbs up and a heart when you're watching this video. Make sure you share it for your friends. So unlike the people in the TV show who are just there and they're like mice in a cage. They don't know why they're there. I mean, they put themselves there, admittedly, but they don't really know what's going on. They don't know what they're being, it's like they don't know what they're being fed. They don't know why they're with that person. They don't quite know half the things they're being told, why they're being told those things. But the network, they're like puppet masters. They're doing all sorts of things to make sure that they get ratings out of it, which is fair enough. But it's an experiment and it's very clear, but they're not getting the benefits of the experiment because they don't understand. Whereas you do understand. You can meet somebody amazing today just by opening your eyes, by saying yes to an opportunity. Perhaps when somebody swipes right to you online and they're not your usual type, maybe you'll swipe right to them as well. Maybe you can just step outside the box a little bit and find somebody different to spend your time with. And maybe it's just one date and you go on it and you're like, you know what? Okay, I tried it, it didn't work. Next. But try it. Because too often singles are very stuck, and we hear this on the TV show, in fact. They go in there going, you know, oh, he's not the kind I would usually date. And they haven't even got their head around that yet. But they should have their head around it well before they go onto the TV show. Because that's what the show's about. It's about pairing them up with somebody they wouldn't usually meet. Otherwise, they wouldn't have gone on the show in the first place. They're all meeting people. There's a theme across the show that these people are serious daters. They do go out and date a lot of people, but they date the same people over and over again. And that's not helping them. So if that's not helping you, and if you want to switch up your dating life, now's the time to do it. Do it. Just talk to somebody you wouldn't usually talk to, swipe right on somebody you wouldn't usually talk to, and you wouldn't usually date, or you wouldn't usually be attracted to, and see what happens. See what happens. Now, if you've already done that, I want you to leave a comment. Let me know the type of person that you would usually date, and maybe somebody you have tried, and let me know how it goes, because other people who are watching this video, either live or on the replay, want to know. And if everybody comments and you all hear that you're not the only one doing it. You're not the only one who's constantly meeting the same person and constantly dating the same person. And if you have experimented, share it. Share the knowledge and let's all help each other out. Alright guys, so if you've been watching this live, make sure you give me a thumbs up and do a comment, hashtag live. And if you're watching on the replay, thanks so much for joining in later on. I'm really glad that you joined us, and make sure you leave a hashtag replay. Don't forget to leave plenty of comments and I will get back to them later on. Alright guys, have a great day. See ya.